Hey everybody, welcome to How to Draw a Circle. I'm CecelyV and I'm going to walk you through this drawing exercise for how to draw circles freehand. I learned this from Peter Hahn. Well, not directly. I didn't get a chance to take his class, but I cobbled together some practice from his syllabuses or syllabi, however you say that. So you're going to draw a series of parallel lines with a straight edge, and after that, just make sure you're varying the width of the parallel line so you can draw bigger and bigger circles. Here I'm drawing an extra set here, just an extra space so that I can do small circles. And now I'm going to go about doing it freehand. For grip, I use that one. This detail one I don't really like, but I know some people like to use it. Doesn't give you as much range of motion. This one you can use your wrist, your elbow, and very big deal, being able to draw from your elbow and then from your whole shoulder. The other grip, you can do the elbow and the shoulder, not as much on the wrist. But I'm going to try both grips here for you. So when you do small circles, it works out pretty well. Either grip, so small to medium size, it works out pretty well, especially in your trained hand, which for me, like most people, is my right hand. I have a separate video where I do this with my left hand, and there's a lot more wobbliness and ick. But so here we go. This is that writing grip, and it comes out okay. This grip, you have to do a lot more finger movement to get more range of motion. So back to my preferred grip here with the range of motion. No matter which grip I use, I'm always trying to make sure I ghost in, just lightly start indicating the line so I know where to go, and then when I'm feeling like they're in the right place, then I start pressing harder. This writing grip, this comes out okay, but I have a hard time varying the basically the opacity. It's hard to vary the lightness and darkness with that grip. I find it difficult because the way you hold a pencil when you write, especially from early training when you learn to write letters, you're basically pressing as hard as you can as a kid trying to get your letters right, and that training kind of stays with you. So it is harder, at least I find it harder for me to make the marks lighter. But we work on it. So whichever grip you prefer, I do advocate for this grip here better, but more leather. So here I'm doing the bigger circle, and this is where this particular grip, I don't know if it has a name, but this grip I find very, very useful, especially for the larger shapes. You're not restricted. Whereas this one, you gotta really push it a bit as far as remembering which parts to move, because you're so tight with your fingers on the pencil. Not that you're holding it tight, but just the nature of the grip itself. Okay, so that came out okay. This is still my trained hand though, so if you're not used to drawing circles and yours don't look like these, or you're using your non-dominant hand, don't worry, I practiced this a lot. I have pages and pages of these kinds of practice things. So this grip is especially good, like I said, for really big circles. So here's a much bigger circle. It's about a little less than half the page. And it goes in and then darken, darken, darken as I'm comfortable with the line. Now I take the other writing grip. The awesome thing about this parallel line method is it just gives you some loose boundaries. So you can make whatever kind of circle that you want, but you have a top and bottom boundary to help you along. So the same thing, trained hands, came out okay even with the writing grip. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Happy drawing.